A high-end PC is expensive, but you get what you pay for. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 PC games with the best graphics.
Quit looking at my ass. It's way out of your reach, rabbit.
For more gaming videos, check out our new spin-off channel, Mojo Plays, for in-depth reviews, thoughtful video essays, detailed character origins, and insightful commentary. Mojo Plays, games smarter. For this list, we're looking at those games that can be found on the personal computer that we consider to be the most impressive from a visual standpoint. These games do not have to be PC exclusives. As long as the game is on PC, it's eligible, no matter how many other systems it can be found on.
There are places that exist that very few people can see. Ethan could have drawn a map.
Number 10, Doom.
That's an Argent accumulator she's carrying. She'll try to use it to open a portal manually into hell.
Well, we think it's safe to say that gaming has come a long way since the original Doom. This 2016 iteration is a gorgeous and extremely fast game, with monsters, explosions, and blood aplenty. And it's really amazing how much the game can throw out at you without breaking a sweat. The lighting work is also spectacular, especially in the dark and dreary industrial labs, and the monster design is both highly detailed and absolutely disgusting. While Doom might not be as photorealistic as some of the others on this list, its sheer imagination and technical achievements make it stand out from the pack.
Presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown.
Number 9, Batman Arkham Knight.
Dark days are here, Batman. The prophecy has come true. From the ashes of Arkham City, the fires are raging, and Gotham is burning.
It's true that for the first few months of release, Arkham Knight was basically a disaster on PC. It was prone to crashes, it had low-resolution textures, and was subject to really bad frame rate drops. However, once it began running well, we saw just how mind-blowing this new and updated Gotham looked. The textures and effects are incredibly detailed, including individual little raindrops flowing down the Bat's cape. And Gotham's never looked better with its darkness, neon signs, and rain-slicked streets. The animations are also really fluid, which is definitely a must for a game so focused on hand-to-hand combat. Despite its extremely rocky start, Arkham Knight has become a visual powerhouse.
Are you okay?
Perfect. What little girl doesn't dream of being bait for her strapping Dark Knight?
Number 8, Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. Whether you were disappointed with this latest release or not, there's no arguing that Mankind Divided looks beautiful, especially when played on a higher-end PC. This version of Future Prague is a stunning setting. It's highly detailed and very busy, it features believable futuristic technologies, and it's full of unique NPCs. The reflections are also fantastic, although you won't be able to tap its full potential without an expensive piece of hardware. However, should you have just that, Mankind Divided is a gorgeous and unique experience that you need to try, or at least watch.
What do you want? You have been cleared through this checkpoint. Go!
Number 7, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Sex, lies, and loot boxes aside, there's no denying that EA knocked it out of the park with their visuals on Star Wars Battlefront 2, improving on the already impressive graphics of the first Battlefront game. Not only was this one of the visual highlights of 2017, but it's easily the best looking Star Wars game in existence. It's not just about the gorgeous lighting or character models either. Simply put, you'd be hard pressed to find a multiplayer shooter with this much detail. Look at those leaves, just look at the leaves. Number 6, Metro Last Light Redux. Sure, it might not be a head-turning graphical improvement, but Metro Last Light Redux is still the definitive version of this spectacular shooter, and one which gave gamers a visual breath of fresh air in the somewhat stagnant first-person shooter genre. While the game employed the typical gritty color scheme of many other FPS games, it's nicely matched by the overly dreary nature of the story. The attention to detail is also staggering, as a lot of locations, especially the surface areas, are simply gorgeous to explore. When you finally add the terrific lighting system, it's clear that a lot of care went into the look and feel of this post-apocalyptic version of Moscow. Number 5, Crysis 3. The original Crysis was an absolute beast on the PC, steamrolling through powerful setups and making you think twice about how great your PC actually was. While Crysis 3 wasn't quite the game-changing title that Crysis was, it's still a gorgeous and varied game that makes powerful PCs sweat. In this title, the sheer power of the CryEngine 3 is on full display with a solid frame rate throughout, and the realistic textures give the game an almost photorealistic appearance. On top of that, the characters almost reach Uncanny Valley territory, and pretty much no other game does grass this well. It was easily a hardware centerpiece for its time, and it still looks fantastic 5 years later. Number 4. Destiny 2.
Ikora, if you tell me this is a practical joke, well, it kills me to say it, but I would be really impressed.
Impressing you, Cade, is the easiest thing I'll do all day.
While it may have had a heck of a turbulent first few months in terms of scandals and backlash from fans, there's at least one area that no one can really knock Destiny 2 for: its graphics. One look at the game running in 4K is enough to convince even the most stalwart of holdouts that Destiny was destined to live on the PC. Buttery smooth frame rates and more neon lights than you can shake a stick at do not fix a broken endgame or an angry community, but damn does it ever look good while it's doing it.
Alright, Guardian. Time to kick 'em where it hurts.
Number 3. Project Cars 2. Racing games have always been a showcase for graphical capabilities, and Project Cars is no exception. Following up from its already impressive predecessor, the graphics here are outstanding and close to, photorealistic. The lighting is wonderful, and the textures are smooth and incredibly detailed. Not only that, but the game's dynamic weather system has the tracks changing up to keep the visual splendor fresh for each race. Plus, if you're looking for an extra level of immersion, pop on a VR headset and see this spectacular virtual world up close and personal for yourself. Number 2. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. The Witcher 3 is undoubtedly one of the greatest looking games of all time, at least so far, and it's a fantastic showpiece for the power of a PC. Seriously, show your console friends a maxed out Witcher 3 and watch their faces melt. To start, the detail in the game is absolutely incredible, from the highly textured environments to the individual blades of grass and hair flowing in the wind. The sunsets are also pretty sweet too. There's nothing quite like taking Roach out for a stroll through the forest and watching the golden sun ripple through the leaves. While graphics are sure to get better, we're basically content with The Witcher 3 for now. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Assassin's Creed Origins.
The first to see the gods. The first to tame their beasts.
Ubisoft's latest entry into the acclaimed open-world franchise has players running, jumping, and killing in the massive ancient world of Egypt. From its detailed rock formations and deserts, to its lavishly decorated palaces and monuments, to the crystal clear water which reflects sunlight with stunning accuracy, the designers over at Ubisoft have a lot to be proud of in terms of visuals. Whether you're visiting a small market, uncovering an ancient tomb, or scaling the heights of kingdoms and pyramids, with each hieroglyph, each commoner and noble, the graphics are not only impressive, but are rich with patterns, colors, and details that embrace and highlight the very fabric of ancient Egyptian culture. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.